When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cowboys will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. So TCU's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Buck. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. And the the Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground. He's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it to the back. The spin, still on his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Got it set up on the outside. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on first and 10 from the 47. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Gives it on the option. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Power football with the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Buck. He lost one down the sideline. Snags it on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Complete to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Cowboys started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The running game has been thrown in reverse the last 2 plays. Would they dare try to run it again on 3rd down? He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. It's the runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Look out on the right. The tag. Touchdown, TCU. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the...
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Wells. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Oh, they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. Direct snap. It's McWilliams. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets it out quickly. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be downed right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got the 1st down, looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. They're going to ride this running back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Buck. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The defense does the work itself with the pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Boone Pickens Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll open the second half on the ground. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. A little release to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They go to the draw. Nice move to pick up yardage. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Got room at the 35. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. He'll do it himself. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It is deafening in here. The panel people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Sets up the screen. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 19 to North Carolina. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Back to throw. It's Buck. He lets it fly. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. This time he's got his man. And he's dragged down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's got an open man. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw again. Snagged out of the air. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Rides to the back and leaves it on the option. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Back to throw, it's Buck. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Cowboys, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were...
A shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch, but no. They'll say he's out of bounds. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's McWilliams. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Garcia. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. There to make make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Garcia. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down. They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air, it's Buck. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Line is set on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into the...
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Great place to start for this offense. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Horned Frogs are in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. Got enough space. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Buck. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wells. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Cowboys want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. The give to the tailback. Touchdown, TCU! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.